have a little bit of a problem, but it's a good one. Okay, today I wanted to talk about and share my experiences with buying and selling Chic Sparrow online. Because, as you guys know, I bought two of them that I actually did an unboxing of. This is my beautiful Chic Sparrow Outlander in the wide size, and the color is jitney red, and it has an engraving, Wild Sexy Life. So you guys saw me unbox that, and you saw me unbox a little pocket size in creme brulee. Since then, I've sold the creme brulee. She has gone to a home that someone will completely love her and get lots of good use out of her. Please excuse the noise. My husband is watching the new Apple meeting downstairs. So, without further ado, let me go ahead and get started. I have purchased 3 Chic Sparrows since my last video, last week. All used on the on the unofficial Chic Sparrow buy sell trade group on Facebook, and I will link that below along with Chic Sparrow's website so that you can check out the notebooks and become addicted like I have. So first I'm going to go through and show you what I have purchased, and then I'm going to give you my tips for buying used Chic Sparrows on the Facebook group. Okay, so this one is an extra wide Outlander because I loved mine so much. This one has stitching, and I did not get stitching on mine. You can see it's the classic. I did not get the stitching. I did not get the pockets. This one is, like I said, it is an Outlander extra wide with stitching, no pockets. And it says, "Be fearless." I don't know if you guys can see that in my camera, but it says "Be fearless," and I'm in love with it. I am actually gifting this to someone very special, and I can't wait to see her face when she gets that. Okay, next I scored a sidekick in the gray with the red. I'm not going to open it because it has all my personal information in it. I will do a flip through of all of these eventually, so stay tuned and subscribe if you want to see those. I am a writer mama, so I'm going to have lots of words, mostly. I will have some art because this is like my little art journal. So let's see, what else did I not tell you about the sidekick? So the sidekick is great. It has a zipper, so I've got my change. You can kind of see it through the pocket there. And this only comes in one size. It is the personal size. It fits the personal size inserts. It has a pen loop, and it's just yummy. So I carry this as my wallet. Lastly, I purchased an A6 to see if I like that size, and so far I totally love it. This is another Outlander, which, if you guys can't tell, Outlander so far is my favorite. Same color. This is jitney red. This is older than this one because this is a brand new one. Eventually, the colors from underneath, you can kind of see that like red color will start, as it patinas, it will start coming through and aging beautifully. But yes, so this is an A6 Outlander, and I got it used. It is a classic again. Once again, I do not own any deluxes actually. The sidekick has pockets, but I have not purchased a deluxe. I'm a classic girl, I think. I do want to get my hands on a couple more. I have a whole dreamy want list. Okay, so this one has the stitching. I do love stitching. The girl that I bought this from took out the white stitching and put in her own yellow. And I think it's great, and it's got character. Okay, first, I took some notes here because I did not want to get sidetracked because I do that quite a bit. Let's see. Tips for buying and selling on Facebook. Chic Sparrow. Number one, my first tip, which is how I scored both of these, okay? I scored big, and there's another one that's coming in, but I am probably going to be trading that. That was kind of a, not accidental purchase, but like I said, I'm addicted, so I had to have it, but I'm going to be trading it for something different. I scored both of these because once you join the Facebook group, if you really want to get first dibs, go in the info and find where it has the settings for how you get alerted for the group. And there are some that are like, you know, you want to be alerted when it's a main thread, or, you know, all of that. I actually have it alert my phone anytime anyone posts something. So anytime a new post goes up, it immediately hits my phone. I can click on it, I can say want, and I can tell them that I'm private messaging them. That's how I got both of these. So if you want first dibs, and okay, there is a little bit of kindness. So if somebody else wants it really bad, I have passed up a deal because I knew that it wouldn't necessarily be something that I'm going to absolutely love. So the reason that the one that's coming in is going to go to a new home is because it's the same size as this, and I did not think I was actually going to love this. Not the size, like I love the size, but this had someone's name on it, and so my plan was I was going to relist this for really cheap because I got it really cheap because it had the inscription and because it had been altered. But my tip number 2 is along those same lines. Do not be afraid. I was afraid to get one that had a name. I did purchase this one that says be fearless, but that's also something that, you know, most people, it's like a little inscription, so most people aren't going to be turned off by be fearless. But when it has someone else's name, this had the name Keeta, Keeta, on it. But it was so cheap, and I really wanted to try the size that I purchased it. And I did not think I would be able to cover up the name, and so I purchased an A6 Allie Brown Joy, which if any of you guys are interested, let me know, because I will be listing it for sale as soon as I get it up on the Facebook group. But do not be afraid of names, because I am more in love with this. The reason I'm selling the Allie Brown Joy in the A6 size is because this now has my heart, and the reason being is all because of the name that was on there. Okay, it said Keeta. I don't know if you can see now, but my 12-year-old, okay, do you see the little infinity? My 12-year-old son, I gave this to him and I said, I want you to alter it. I want you to draw something. And even if you just take the soldering, he used one of his soldering guns, soldering irons, I don't know what he called it, but like, even if you just do like scribbles around the whole thing, like, because to me at that point, it was so cheap that I was either going to let one of my daughters use it or list it really cheap. So I didn't know what to do, and I didn't want to do a brad. I know some people love brads to cover up names, but brads just aren't me. So he took it, and in math, because we homeschool, we actually did a lesson on infinity and numbers, and he fell in love, and so he drew. So not only is this really cool because it's got an infinity symbol, but it actually takes me back to a homeschool lesson that must have stuck out with him, the fact that he drew an infinity on there. So this is even more special because if it didn't have a name, I wouldn't have my really cute infinity that my son basically branded on my A6. I'm in love with it. So that's tip number 2. So number 1 is make sure that you go on the Facebook and have it alert your phone anytime anyone posts something. 2, don't be afraid of names. And my third and final tip, do not be afraid to ask. So this one, the only reason that I got this one, the friendly woman that actually was selling it did not have this posted up on the Facebook group. She had, oh, what did she have? She had a A6, I think it was, what was it? I think it was a London Fog, I think, A6. And so I was asking her about that. I was interested. But then I was like, you don't by any chance have any extra wides or A5s? And she was like, well, actually, the one I'm in and using right now, I might be willing to let go. And I was like, really? Can I see a picture? So she posted a picture of it, and I said, you know, no pressure, but if you are interested in selling it, I will take it. And sure enough, she was like, okay. And this will be perfect for the person. I bought this specifically for one person, and I'm actually doing a, hopefully she's not gonna watch this, but I'm actually gonna do a little art piece on here and stick it in there, and I'm gonna design some inserts for her, and it's gonna be a really fun little surprise. So those are my tips. I hope you enjoyed them. Once again, make sure you get alerted when people post stuff so you're the first to see it. Do not be afraid of inscriptions, and do not be afraid to ask. If someone's selling a bunch of pockets, you can message them and say, I see you're posting pocket sizes right now. You don't by any chance have a buttered rum in there, do you? Because you don't know what they might be willing to sell, that they just are on the fence about listing. So there you go. Do not be afraid to buy, sell, and trade, and let me know which ones you've purchased, and know that it is addicting, as you can see. All right, guys, I will talk with you later.